After 2 weeks traveling through Portugal, we arrived at our last location, the commercial's house. Antonio, a renowned Portuguese sergeant along with his wife, created a large family. The marriage produced 4 children. They were very happy and worked together, as they had their own store at the foot of the house, the only one in the village in those years. We're talking about 1930, when Antonio and his wife began their life together in this enormous house. Fortunately, they were never alone, as their youngest son always accompanied them. On the upper floor, their son lived with his wife and their children. Antonio and his wife passed away in the 90s. When the couple passed away, their son couldn't bear to continue living in that house, which reminded him so much of his parents. Time has stood still for this house. It feels like they closed their doors for the final time only yesterday. Let's start with this living room here, and we are on the middle floor. That is, the store is below us, we are in the middle, and we have one more floor above us. That when we finish this floor, we will go to see it. And you can already see how amazing this house is, the amount of things it has. This lamp is really cool. Here we already have a magazine from 2009. The house appears far older than 2009. As if abandoned many years ago. Oh, everything is completely... Everything, hey. Look at these little vases. Look at this old lamp, the wick goes up and down. Look at this figure, it's amazing. Wow, impressive. The amount of dishware they had and plates. Why did they need so many? They have a lot. I'm sure they didn't even use half of them. Let's see, at the very top. Down here too. It's empty. This one too. These are the first drawers I see that are empty. Oh, look at this trunk. It's lined with leather and padded. Tablecloths. Chapias. They are hats, they are caps and hats. Let's see. Wow, it must be old, right? Because I've never seen a woman with a hat like that. Oh no, they are like earrings. But they weigh a lot, they look like earrings. The kitchen is a bit run down. Well, there are parts of the house itself that are very run down, but there are others that are very well preserved. These bulbs surely come from the store below. There are a lot of things. It's a shame they've rummaged through everything this way, that they've thrown everything on the floor. A lot of people must have lived here because they had a lot of everything. They had a lot of everything. Damn, my foot was sinking there. Look at all the mark from opening and closing the door is black. And even with all the mess that's here, they still have everything in its place. See this? It's a padlock display, I think. This would also come from the store, that display. Wow, it just happened. Oh, son of a bat. Let's see if it's that way to pass.
Oh.
Okay, I hope you can't get through there. Damn it, wow, look, they're all up there. They're all sleeping up there. Well, this is the bathroom. We're not going in, it's very run down. We better go now, there's a lot. Let's continue. Phew. Well, as you can see here, they have piled up a lot of things from the house. They have been taking out clothes, rummaging, and they have been piling up there. Look at this room. Everything they've piled up on their bed, I don't understand what they were looking for. To rummage through everything like this, but in itself, the room was beautiful. Still has a lot of details, the Christ up there. Wow, so much detail. Ah, it blows air, it's like a bellows. They left all the clothes and everything else behind. In some houses you can tell that they took a lot of things, but in this one it seems like they didn't take anything at all. Look at this lamp. It's also an oil one of those old beautiful wick ones. Look at this box, the details it has.
And a mini Bible.
Some mini shoes. Here we have a sink. Look at this piece here. From the clock, it's probably a lamp. Beautiful. I love these old boxes with the illustration. Look at the cologne. In its bottle, in its box hole. They never used it. Look. How many things to see, eh? Another whole cologne? They are slides. I think this was put in a kind of camera, and you were going through one by one, you had to be looking through the viewer, and they were seen in large. See this? Ah, I thought it was a clock. It's a photo. It's a photo. I thought it was a clock. He's a soldier, he's in a fighter jet, on the wing of a fighter jet, of a combat plane, let's go. And here doing sit-ups. Jumping. These photos are all super old. Oh, look what we have here. It's porcelain. It's all porcelain, but it's cracked. Look, they've ransacked the room so much, they've made a mountain on the bed. And the lamp is beautiful. The arms of the Christ have been broken off. We have another room here, but you can hardly get into this one. I'm going to put more light so you can see the background. Look at this living room, with the suitcase, with the price and everything. The suitcase would also have to be from the store, because they sold absolutely everything. What a beautiful piece of furniture. And here we have a skylight. A pocket knife. It's a ship in a bottle, shaped like a ship. Wow, the head of Jesus Christ. This box is also beautiful. What is that? They are photos. A bunch of old photos? Look at the vase. There are letters. No, you can see the address. There are also letters here, stamps, a bunch of stamps. I'm sure they're super old. I think this is thread, I'm not sure.
Cool. The tray is made of silver.
This looks like a stamp, one of those old stamps, like this. Let's go to this room here. Look, they had a walker, probably an older person. Look at the huge tapestry. With magazines and books here.
Cool. The table is beautiful.
Look at this, it's a hand drill. I don't know if it's a drill or one of these wheel hand screwdrivers, but hey, it still works. Impressive. Light bulbs? What is it? I don't know what it is. Look at this, but we don't know how to change the numbers. Oh, look, this flashlight. It looks like an old flashlight, but with design. And this mirror is beautiful. Some silver trays. Lanterns. I did get to see this when I was little. This one must also be super old. Chocolate drinks. Look at that tray. Cool. What I just saw inside this, there are teeth in there. There are 2 teeth in there. Oh my god. They seem half rotten. The roots of the thyme, they must have been there. Look at this huge rosary. I've never seen one so big. It's gigantic and with pieces of wood and carved acorns. Cool. It's heavy, eh? Huge. And here's the head of a doll. Okay, now we're going to move on to a pretty impressive room. Look, everything is period. It's like going back 30 years. The bad thing is that it won't be appreciated on camera, but it's super inclined. The floor, it's sunk in the piano part, and everything is tilted towards here. Look at the photographs. The mirror, tremendous mirror. Look at that photo, huh? What a mustache he had. A little box of cigars? Wow. It can't be opened anymore. Beautiful. How much detail for a box of cigars? We're not going to make much noise around here. I can hear the neighbors too close. Okay, let's record this quickly. Wow, look at the lamp. I'm recording while discreetly looking out the window to avoid being seen. Cool, look at the little vis. Oh, a broken Christ. I don't know if there's anything. Wow, there's a doll. It's a doll. Seems to be made of cork. Wow. And here's another one. This one with a skirt. And here are some glasses. It could be a detail from a baptism, a communion, or a wedding, right? For the guests. Look at that amber. This one is really old and so detailed. Look, it's the man from the other photo. We're going to see the piano from here because the floor is quite sunken. I'll try to get closer from this side. You can hear people super close. Look at the photo. You go down here to the store, but let's go to the upper floor, which is much smaller than this one. I'll show you a couple of very interesting rooms upstairs, which are very nice, and then we'll finally go down to the store. Look at the stairs to go up to the upper floor. They are terrible, just terrible. Oh well, we'll go carefully and on the inside, which is the part that is not leaning. Look at this room. We're going to enter the first room, which is this one here, which is beautiful. And look at the amount of comics they have here. I'm going to lower the light a bit. The Fox Year 2. This one does have illustrations. That's cool, this one is in color. Looks like the Fantastic Four, or no, it just seemed like it. What illustrations, huh? This resembles a comic that was once included with newspapers, a small one. West Caravan, an eye for an eye. Cool, this one is great. How beautiful. And here the floor is also pretty bad and creaks and the structure might be cracking. Eventually, it will fall like everything else. Look at that piece of a closet. But that bed is beautiful. But as we have comics in this room and the bed is so small, I imagine a boy or a girl would sleep here. But I love the bed, it's all steel. Here the floor is super sunken. Let's approach carefully. Wow, how many books? Look, the ceiling is about to fall. This room is also pretty cool. For painting, there are all the things to paint. Cool, I hadn't seen. And look, that thing you see there is an altar. Let's go see it. Here they have more children. They have a quite family-oriented house, from what we can see. A lot of people used to live here. Look at the altar without the reflection, you'll see it better. Beautiful. There are more comics here. It's a comic, but from real life. I've never seen anything like this. How strange. What year is this from? 1983. What is that? They are games. What are you saying? They are board games. Wow, there are a lot. Let's take them out and we'll start putting them on the floor so we can see them all. Wow, look at that. It's like a game from Portugal and the chips. It's a board. They are bowling pins for playing bowling. It's amazing to find toys. I think it's the first time I've come across old board games. Wow, would it be something like this? And to basket it? Or even with the ball? Wow, he's got it all. He has the little balls, I guess you can see. Wow, how cool. And it's still working, huh? Is this how the game works? You keep earning points? That's awesome. And keep holding on to the balls. practically intact. It seems like he hasn't played with it much. We're going to start putting them away. We're going to finish looking at the room, although there's not much left to see. Finding and seeing the games has been incredible. I've never found games before. And now we're going to the part of the house that I like the most. And it's the part of the store, where there are a ton of super old things. The store closed long before they stopped living in the house. Therefore, there are very old things inside the store. Let's go down and I'll show you everything that's down there. Through here we already accessed the part of the store. Very soon you will be able to see the second part of this report.